What's up, YouTube? Slice here. And no, I'm not coming at you to do another really bad vocal cover of a metal song. Today, I'm actually going to be reviewing the Arctic Sub-Ohm Tank. Now, this is going to be a quick review because me, honestly, I hate when I see a new Sub-Ohm tank come out and it'll say the such and such Sub-Ohm tank review, and it's like 32 minutes, 28 minutes, 26 minutes, something like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Quite frankly, I don't want to waste your time. Quite frankly, you don't want to spend a half hour of your time looking at me reviewing something. So, I'm going to tell you how it works, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, that sort of stuff. So, start with it. Here it is. These are the air holes right here. I leave mine all the way open. Gotta have that airflow. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. They don't snap shut. You just kind of gotta adjust it like this. Even if you have it open only maybe a quarter or a third of the way, then you still get probably about as much airflow as the Atlantis does if you leave that all the way open, because there's only one hole. One hole. I'm not taking anything away from the Atlantis. I love the Atlantis. I used it for many months. But me, I like to leave it all the way open. I like the airflow. Mouthpiece, simple. Just take it off. There it is. Put it back, and there's nothing super fancy about it, but it gets the job done. This doesn't look like something from the year 2135, anything like that. It does what it needs to do. Simple. Basically, and this part is right here. Just unscrew that. And show you how you fill it. Forgive me, I'm not the world's greatest cameraman. If you look inside of there, see on the sides, that's where you can stick your little dripper down in there and fill it up. Holds about the same as what the Atlantis does. And then you got your coil right here. Simple, just fill it up. Screw it back on there. That's all there is to it. Outside's made of glass, just like the Atlantis. Now, this, you can actually screw the top piece of it off if you're gonna clean it, which is what I like to do if I'm switching juices. Now, I can't do it on this one. I'm sorry, because when I got this, I tightened it so tight, I cannot get the glass off. But right here, this twists off like this, and you can actually take it apart and then wash it out. It makes it a lot easier to wash it out. The way I'm doing it right now is I just take the bottom off, and the water spins down in there and spews up the other side. It works. It's just a pain in the ass to dry. Now we're going to look at the coil itself. Luckily, I have a spare coil here. And here it is. Probably really hard to read that, but okay, it's a 0.2 ohm coil, and this is what I love about the Arctic right here. 0.2 ohms, 30 to 100 watts. That is I've looked at every Sub-Ohm tank there is out there, at least 90% of them, and none of them have a wider range of wattage on the coil. Anywhere from 30 to 100. So if you have a juice that's, like the stuff I got in here right now, it's called Savannahgram, get it from Creekside in Pittsburgh. It gives you a much stronger throat hit because it has a higher PG content. So you put it on 30 or 40, and if you like me, I vaped it for a while. I took a few hits and I was like, wow, this is strong. But if you got the stuff, I got this stuff called Dragon's Breath. I don't know if it's made in Pittsburgh, but it's like 95% VG, yeah. So when it's higher like that and it's a thinner juice, man, crank that bitch up to 80 or 100. So you get a better feel to it. That's what I love about it. No other coils have a wider range of wattage than the Arctic .2 ohm coil. Now, here goes the little airflow thing at the bottom. Decent size. There goes 1, 2 juice entrances. I'm not taking this thing apart. I do not believe in taking coils apart. Like, why? Why would you take something apart? If you take the coil apart, that destroys it, because you're probably not gonna be able to put it back together. The way I look at it, just screw the damn coil in there. Just use the damn thing. You don't have to take it apart and like look at every little speck of how it works and try to put it back together and all that shit. Dude, just screw the damn thing in there. Just use it. Okay? Come on. So, that's pretty much it. 30 to 100 watts, 0.2 ohms, made of organic cotton. Now, I'm gonna blow a couple clouds for you. I think it ranges at about $35 too, which is a very decent price. Blow a couple clouds for you. Now this box I have only goes to 60. Eventually I'm gonna get something that goes to 100, but I'm just gonna blow a couple for you here. So you can see it does get some decent clouds. I'm gonna do like 3-4 second drags. This is 30 watts. This is the lowest that the coil goes. Not bad for 30 watts. 45. I'm trying not to get a nick high here. Very nice. This is on 60. Sorry my box doesn't go to 100. Maybe I'll post another video when I do get a 100 watt box mod. But this is the biggest cloud I can get on it. Now keep in mind the air holes are all the way open, so if you close them a little bit, it'll suck up a little more juice and you'll get bigger cloud. Oh yeah, one thing, the coils, by the way, they last about a week. They last roughly around 30 mils. So if I'm buying a 60 mil bottle, I'll buy 2 of them. And I think they're like $4 and some change. Not bad. So if I'm buying a 30 milliliter bottle, I'll just get 1 coil. That's roughly how long they last. Okay, 60 watts, 4 seconds. Dude, that wasn't bad. All right. That is the Arctic for you. Like I said again, just simple. Take the bottom off, fill it, screw the coil out, screw the coil back in. Positives and negatives. Positives, it's simple. It's very, very simple. It doesn't come in 28 parts like the Kanger sub tank or anything like that. Very, very easy to use. The airflow is amazing. Great flavor, great clouds. The bad stuff is really not much. I haven't had any experience with it, but supposedly if you use a max VG juice, something extremely thin like water, some people said you'll get like a crackling noise, and like the crackling is just like little tiny bits of juice coming up through the mouthpiece. I have never had that. The highest I've done is like 95 VG. Yeah, the Dragon's Breath, it was 95 VG. Yeah, I didn't have any juice coming up through it. That's just word of mouth. The only other kind of negative thing is that it takes a while for the juice to seep into the coil. It takes about 45 minutes. So like I just prime it a couple times, let it sit for like a half hour, prime another couple times, wait like 45 minutes, and then you're good. So that's the Arctic for you. Vaping made easy.